Hey! Welcome to the Tomato Saga. Today I wanted to bring you a recipe that I just read about that I really wanted to try that involves tomatoes, which we have plenty of.
I'm the farmer.
Yeah. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you, hopefully, how to make shrimp and tomato pasta. Alright, so first thing we need is a little bit of oil in your pan. We're going to let this oil get warmed up. Oh, it's olive oil. It smells incredible. To the oil, we're going to add 5 cloves of garlic that have been chopped or sliced. You could probably use minced garlic. Personally, I like a big chunk of garlic. And we are just going to toss that around until it is fragrant.
Smells like garlic bread.
And next to me, Lucy is doing her own pan. She will not be adding shrimp to hers, and she will be using traditional spaghetti pasta. I'm gluten-free.
I am not.
As best as I can be. So to the garlic, we're going to add some fresh tomatoes. I've diced them up. If you have cherry tomatoes, you can just put them in half. To those tomatoes, I'm going to add some crushed red pepper. Also, this is a good time to add some salt. We'll let this cook for just a moment, maybe 30 seconds.
30
more. Okay, to this we're going to add 2 servings of spaghetti noodles or pasta of your choice. And then to this, we're going to pour in what was essentially a cup of chicken stock and a cup and a half of water. And we're going to let this come to a boil. You're going to want to come around and poke the pasta every now and again so that it doesn't lock up on itself. And we're just going to let this cook for about 10 minutes until it's done. At this point, the pasta is about half done. And I'm going to let it go for 4 or 5 more minutes. It has been 10 minutes. This is my pasta at this point. Right now, I'm going to hit this with a couple of globs of olive oil. And this is where I'm going to add my shrimp. And I have about a dozen, well, what Kroger considers to be jumbo shrimp. It's a matter of opinion. So I'm just going to kind of toss my shrimp around in here until it is cooked through.
Oh, it's already getting.
And as this continues to cook, the sauce is going to thicken up. Okay, I think the shrimp are about done. And at this stage, we're going to hit this with some lemon juice. Just a quarter of a lemon. That'll give it a nice bright, fresh flavor. And some basil. You can use fresh basil. The little store by my office didn't have fresh basil, so I'm just going to crush in some of this. Stir that in. And then last but not least, Parmesan cheese. And I think it called for a couple of tablespoons.
So we're just going to bathe it in it.
And I'm also going to add some freshly grated that I have. Because I'm extra.
That isn't so freshly grated.
I'm going to give this all a stir. Get that cheese all stirred in there and melted.
Well, Lucy's still on the noodle boiling.
Oh man. At this point I'm going to turn off the heat. We're gonna get this served up. Here we go. It is everything I dreamed it would be. The tomatoes are fresh, and I think the lemon juice being added really helped that. And it isn't until after you swallow that you kind of get that little oh hello from the red crushed peppers. And the shrimp cooked up perfectly. And the pasta, the gluten-free pasta, you never know if you're just gonna get mush. And this did break apart a bit, but it is not mushy. And it really absorbed the flavors from the garlic and the tomatoes and the chicken stock. I will make this again. Luci opted for less tomatoes and no shrimp. And clearly a pile of toast.
It's really good. I really like it. Let's get some cheese on here.
Would you eat it again if we made it?
Yes.
It's kind of a new, different way to make spaghetti.
Yeah.
You don't like the marinara anyway.
Sometimes I don't.
Cool. So that was a hit, and easy to make. I don't even think it took us half an hour to
It took a while.
cook 2 dinners. Luci in one pan and mine in the other, and what a fantastic way to use your tomatoes that isn't, well, for me, a traditional salsa, which a video about that will be coming up. Is usually what I do with my tomatoes. So I really am trying to do some new things with them this year, especially since I have so many varieties. Thank you for watching. I wish you could be here to taste this. It is delicious. I will put the recipe down below in the description, and if you have a recipe for something with tomatoes, share that too in the comments, because we're gonna have a lot of tomatoes. Okay, I need to finish eating this delicious dinner. Goodbye. I don't know if I mentioned my last shrimper.